Okay, my name is Anita Gardner. I live in the South Bay. I like to go horseback riding. I plan on doing that later today. Yeah, I was diagnosed with non-small cell adenocarcinoma, that's like lung cancer, in February of 2022. And then I had surgery in June 29th. They did an upper lobectomy. They cut out one of my lobes of my lung. So I've been doing treatments with Dr. Nizami since September. I started in September with him. My friend told me about him first. Actually, when I first found out there was a mass in my lung, she told me, you got to go see Dr. Nizami. And I said, well, he does cancer. And they didn't think I had cancer. They thought I had pneumonia for a number of months. I said, I don't need to see him. And so then when they found out months later, because they treated me for pneumonia and it didn't improve, and they finally did a bronchoscopy and found that, yes, indeed, that's what I did have. The oncologist suggested that I have chemo, so I contacted him, and we did a consultation with the oncology nurse, and we're very discouraged. And then we did a consultation with him and went, wait a minute, this sounds better. This sounds what we were looking for. I've kind of gone on with life as normal. I work. And I just started back again at my old job. They asked me to work. I have a regular job. And I started my own business with my friend. She's my medical director. We have a small business together. And then I also work on the side. So I'm busy. Dr. Nizami gives you hope. And the treatments, they're pretty benign as far as you don't have all the side effects that chemo does. And sometimes if I'm feeling bad, for whatever reason, if I have a cold or I have something going on, I tell Nazi, who's in the office, and then I say, put something extra in for me because I'm not feeling too good. I have a cold and I don't want to be sick. And so he does something a little different with his IVs, and then I get them and I get better sooner. So I'm happy about that. When I first started, we did IVs every day for 10 days initially to get my blood work. And then he sends them out, some to Northern California and some to Germany, to find out exactly if there are circulating blood cells that are cancerous or if there aren't any. And in my case, there weren't any circulating cancer cells. It meant that I didn't need further testing at that time. We started the treatments, and I did the 10, and then I did probably another 5 days or so right in a row. And then we slowed it down to 5 days a week. The VEGF, the vascular endothelial growth factor, was high. And so after I did the treatments, that number came down. And so we slowed down on the treatments. Also, my tumor, when they did the pathology, my tumor had a mutation of one of the genes, and then it made it more susceptible to a different type of drug. And so that drug is specific for the mutation that my tumor had. And so Dr. Nizami gave me that. The oncologist was also going to give me that, but he was going to give me a different version. He wanted to give me the newest drug, the oncologist did. And Dr. Nizami said, let's just give you not the first, not the third generation, which is the newest, and not the first, but we'll take the second generation. That way, if anybody has any problems, if you have any problems with it, then you can always go to the other drug. But if you start with the newest one and you have problems because, people do have resistance after some time, then you don't have anywhere to go. So that's the one I'm on. And I haven't had any issues at all with it. I think that he really cares about his patients. I think sometimes he's very honest, and it can make some people feel a little intimidated. But I think he's just honest and real. To me, is comforting, because I like to know where you are. And he tells me sometimes, hey, don't worry about that. Don't even think that. You're not going there. When I first started, I'd ask him questions about my future and everything. He goes, you're going to be fine. you know. And I have been fine. So I think he's very honest and he really cares about all his patients. Dr. Nizami has provided for me these IV treatments that I take now once a week, and it has given me comfort, and his encouragement has given me comfort in knowing that I'm under great care and that I don't have to worry because I have great faith as well. And so he encourages me in that too. So that makes me happy.